Hello legal hustlers. In this video, we delve into the complex web of actors that shape the landscape of international relations. Sovereign nation state as the primary actor in IR. Sovereignty means a state has the highest authority to govern itself without outside interference. Each state can make decisions for itself and has the right to control what happens within its borders. Nation states are independent, which means they can pursue their own goals without being controlled by other states. In international relations, IR, the sovereign nation state is considered the primary actor because it represents itself and interacts with other countries as an independent entity. This concept emphasizes the significance of state power and autonomy in shaping international affairs. But, countries having issues like climate change, terrorism, non-state actors, and how connected the world is economically show that this way of thinking has limits. This has led to more discussions about how countries need to work together and adapt to the complexities of the modern world. Interstate relations. Treaty signing is a sovereign attribute. Interstate relations are how countries interact with each other. This includes maintaining peace, stability, and cooperation in the global community. One of the key aspects of interstate relations is the signing of treaties, which is considered a sovereign attribute of states. Sovereignty is the principle of supreme authority within a territory. This means countries can make their own decisions and form relationships with other countries. Treaties are formal agreements between states that establish legal obligations and rights. They cover a wide range of issues including trade, defense, human rights, and the environment. The process of treaty signing involves negotiation, drafting, and ratification by the concerned parties. Treaty signing is considered a sovereign attribute because it reflects a state's autonomy and independence in its dealings with other states because it shows they can make their own choices about who they want to work with and what they want to agree on. The decision to sign a treaty is made by the government representing of the state, typically the head of state or government. Declaration of war and conclusion of peace. Declaration of war. This is a formal announcement by a state indicating its intention to enter into armed conflict against another state. Declarations of war helps establish the legal status of the conflict and explains why they are going to war. In modern times, formal declarations of war have become less common, with many conflicts being conducted without a formal declaration. Conclusion of peace. These are formal agreements that end wars between countries. They outline things like stopping fighting, solving disagreements, and getting back to normal relations. Peace treaties also cover issues like borders, payments for damages, and how prisoners of war are treated. Diplomacy. Diplomacy, in its broadest sense, refers to the practice of conducting negotiations and maintaining relations between states, typically through accredited representatives such as diplomats. It encompasses various methods and strategies used by governments to manage international affairs, resolve conflicts, promote cooperation, and advance national interests. Diplomacy as an official medium of interstate communication. When we refer to diplomacy as an official medium of interstate communication, we are specifically focusing on the formal channels and protocols through which each other on matters of international significance. This includes, first, diplomatic missions. Countries have embassies and consulates abroad where ambassadors and diplomats handle official communication. Second, bilateral, multilateral diplomacy. Deals are made between two nations or many, through treaties, negotiations, or joint efforts. Third, international organizations like the UN or EU, where member states collaborate and coordinate policies. Fourth, summits, conferences, high-level meetings for leaders to discuss issues and make decisions. Fifth, protocol, etiquette, formalities in addressing dignitaries and conducting negotiations. Public diplomacy. Public diplomacy involves governments and their representatives engaging directly with foreign publics to promote their country's interests, values, and culture. Purpose: it aims to influence public opinion abroad, build relationships, and create a favorable image of the country. Methods: this can include cultural exchanges, educational programs, media outreach, and social media campaigns. Track 2 Diplomacy. Track 2 Diplomacy refers to unofficial, informal channels of communication and negotiation between non-governmental actors from different countries. Purpose: it complements official diplomatic efforts by fostering dialogue, building trust, and exploring potential solutions to conflicts or issues. Examples: academic conferences, non-governmental organizations, NGOs, and informal discussions among experts or civil society representatives. Para-diplomacy. Para-diplomacy involves subnational entities such as cities, regions, or organizations engaging in international relations independent of the central government's foreign policy. Purpose: it allows subnational entities to pursue their interests, attract investment, establish cultural exchanges, and address issues that directly affect them. Examples: regional trade partnerships, and participation in international forums by subnational representatives. Para-diplomacy. Para-diplomacy involves subnational entities such as cities, regions, or organizations engaging in international relations independent of the central government's foreign policy. Purpose: it allows subnational entities to pursue their interests, attract investment, establish cultural exchanges, and address issues that directly affect them. Examples: regional trade partnerships, and participation in international forums by subnational representatives.
Thank you for watching. We're thrilled to have you here and hope that you find our content informative, engaging, and entertaining. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to join us for further updates.